State. If you ever seen the movie Norbit, when Eddie was playing Rasputia, the fat chick, the three guys who played the brother, the big goofy guy, bald-headed goofy guy, him, that's who I work with. Eddie here, he works with us right now and all that, and he can tell we have fun. So I'm here today to give the opportunity to the students who might be interested in being part of it. I have a flyer. We're getting ready to do but it's not until September. Because I also produce this comedy show. So I'm going to pass this around. And it's in the Modesto, the comedy show. That's what we do as well. We've been to Vegas, things like that. So if you want to be a part of it,
this is my old GM.
Vegas, do the video. If you're an up-and-coming journalist, like to stick the mic in people's faces. We have different events, red carpet events that we're going to, and for you ladies, give you the opportunity to get a new outfit, and all that. The guys, get your suit out, your tie, and things like that. So. If you have transportation, that's even better because we do be going to different places and all that. And we'll definitely let you have a copy of the video footage. So this way you can build your portfolio up. So that when you go out to other industries and want to prove that you've been out in the real world doing things, you guys actually have something to show. I got a couple of people who are interested in doing it and all that. And I brought my friend here, Sabir. He used to have a show at my station. The guy's very talented. He goes all over the world, things like that. He was thinking about doing a podcast there too, this show. So it'll give you an opportunity to be a part of something. And like I say, you can strengthen your portfolio up. Actually being able to be part of a real show. And if you're part of the work experience program, you can get credit for that as well. So, I'm here to just to see if you're interested in it. Well, even if you're not, it doesn't matter. I just mentioned that because you can get credit, college credit for that.
Then we have a couple interns. Then we had at the station. We had a lot of interns at the station. A lot of interns.
I had so many interns. Mr. Hurst was like, ask the students, you got somebody? They said, yeah, what? LA Talk Live. By the fifth person, you'd be like, oh yeah, LA Talk Live. I was snapping.
LA Talk Live. We had them all.
Men and women and things like that. We go to different concerts, red carpet events. Well, it was over there by LAX. It's not there no more. No. I'm on my own now.
Yeah.
I'm on my own right now.
What was it? It was the Paradise Building.
Yeah.
The Paradise Building. Huh? Well, this is before podcast started. This is like podcast. Podcast is something new.
Yeah, this is
way before podcast.
Right now. And if we wasn't a podcast station, it was live to tape.
Yeah, it was raw.
How we started, my friend Rich and Ness came to me and was like, let's do an internet radio show. I said, okay. So what kind of show are we going to do? We can't do a show about business because business is trying to save money, not spend money. So what kind of show can we do that's going to generate enough income for 3 people? The light bulb went on. That's right. Because see, I'm from Philly. I'm not from here.
I'm from Philly too.
He's from Philly.
Philly all day, babe.
So the light bulb went on. I said, that's right. We can smoke weed out here. So we did an intelligence show called The Marijuana. And before we did 1 second of airtime, we had Dr. Michael Morris paid us 6 months in advance to be the only doctor for the show.
Yeah.
You understand? So it can happen. You know, you can take the opportunity that I'm presenting and branch out on your own, because I let the students use me as a reference. And when when the job they went to call me, if they were the person who was interviewing them, I tell them, I said, look, if your boss finds out you didn't hire this person, you're gonna have a pink slip in your envelope, in your locker, whatever.
Yep.
If you were the owner, I said, if you don't hire this person and they work for your competition, they're gonna put you out of business. And they would come back and like, Mr. Marshall, thanks a lot, man. I got the job, man. How can I ever repay you? I'll tell you what. Just go to Jersey Mike's and give me a sandwich and be cool, man. Thanks a lot.
He said go to Jersey Mike's.
So that's it. And I'm gonna let Sabir Bey talk to you as well. Let him know what he has to offer as well.
How's everybody doing in the building? How many hip hop heads do we have in the building right now? Oh, damn.
Yeah, because he introduced me to KRS-One.
Yeah, we had KRS. Well, I was supposed to be on tour right now with KRS-One, but I had to get my daughter. He's in Germany right now, killing the stages, bro. It's insane. Chris is like 60 and killing the stages right now. And I was supposed to be over there with him, but I started radio in Philadelphia in 2003. There was no podcasting, there was no YouTubes, there was none of these things, Instagrams. So I used to have to use that board right there. I had to learn how to work that board to make sure those volumes of those was leveled. But I paid for like a year, but I learned. I never went to school for it, but I learned. I worked at WURD, then I went to WKDU. KDU was Drexel University. So I used to do a show called Hip Hop After Midnight, but I used to also bounce back and forth from dealing with URD, which was talk radio, to a hip hop show called Hip Hop After Midnight. If you have YouTube, you can punch me in, Sabir Bey, Hip Hop After Midnight. Or you just look me up online, on Google me, all my stuff will pop up. So that's where I got my started. And when I gave it up in 2009 and I moved out here to California, and I ran across Van and Rich, which they were from Philly. And I was like, from Philly, and I didn't want to do a radio show. I didn't want to do a radio. I was done from 2003. I was burnt out. And Van is one of the ones that got me to start doing it. It was a Mexican brother by the name of Sal, who actually put up the money for me to do it. And I didn't even know this dude, but he put the money up and said, yo, man, start the show, bro. Like, you got to do this. You got to bring our people together. And from my history dealing with KRS-One, we're running with Chris for 20. Yeah, man, I had the most popular show there. 25. I knew KRS-One for 25 years. Did many videos with KRS-One, YouTubes with KRS-One, Most Def, Yasin. That's my brother, you know. So I would bring all that energy out here and show the connection between the West Coast and the East Coast. That's what we were doing. So when I was doing my shows and when I ran across Van, I was like, I didn't even want to do the show. I just came on as a guest and I was like, let me do the show. You know what I mean? So we did it. And I didn't see the separation with Mexicans and our people. I was like, man, we the same people. Why are we fighting each other? On the East Coast, we don't do that. So it was like they're Moriscos, they're Moors, they're Moros. You know, so why are we fighting each other? So my co-host was Alberto and Sal. I brought them two guys. And if you go to my YouTube and punch in Sabir Bey, you'll see my shows pop up. But the shows, we had a lot of people on the shows, from Eric Benet to, what's the brother just passed away from Friday? Ezel. Ezel. No, him. No, Debo didn't come. What's the one? AJ Johnson. He came on the show. Had Brother Man on the show. So we had a lot. Eric Benet was on the show. We had a lot of people that we was Dr. Sadie on the shows. You know, so we were bringing in people because I was only bringing the energy of the East Coast to the West Coast to show the connection to what we were doing. And again, KRS-One came to the studios. I think Chris came once or twice. I think it was twice. Once or twice? Yeah, whatever. I don't even remember. But yeah, it's and again, to understand what y'all doing is very powerful. I did a movie with Big Red from Five Heartbeats too. I don't know if y'all know Big Red. I just did a film called Abandoned Active. I have an IMDb too. Big Red called me in to co-write a film called Abandoned Act, and it was basically about him going to jail and then him getting knowledge of who he is, you know. So we shot that in Leimert Park, you know. So a lot of people we had come to the studios, and again, man, this y'all have a very powerful tool in your hands right now. Y'all don't even realize it. You can get it. I tell people this when I moved out here to California. You got a camera, you can get into anything, anywhere you want to get into. You ain't got to have a piece of paper say you're a journalist. You're a journalist, period. And like he said, validation. You can call me and say, well, Sabir did such and such and such and such. He co-signed for me. Use your tools. Use your tools, man, because what y'all have is very, very powerful, bro. And I've did it over almost 30 years. Almost 30 years in this game.
This is just our way of giving it back to you guys, But I understand how hard it can be to get in here and get into this business. So I feel though that I'm obligated to give that back because I didn't come out here to do that. If you'd have asked me 18 years ago about doing radio and television, I'd be like, man, why are you asking me that? No, man, I ain't.
He just wanted to join the new edition. You see him? See what the red bottom hat?
It works like that.
Yeah.
That's why I don't go home that often because people think I'm Hollywood.
Oh, same thing, bro.
Yo, man, my son, my daughter, my niece, my nephew. Come on, man, I know you can put them on, man. Don't work like that.
Don't work that way.
And stop asking me if I know Snoop and them. No, I don't. I don't know. I never met them yet. I only been at Capitol Records once. I don't have that connection, so stop asking me. You understand? But like I said, this is our way of letting y'all know it's an opportunity, to get out there and do what you want to do. If this is what you really want to do.
Yeah.
If this is what you really want to do, I'm going to give you an opportunity. We're giving you an opportunity to go ahead and have the real experience so that when you do step out there and you are in front of another company, you can show them that, yeah.
You have the experience.
I've done some real stuff. Not just in the school, not in the school. Because for some reason, they think they're supposed to automatically have the experience that they're looking for, and not out of school. So this is the opportunity to have to show them that, yeah, I've done real work. I've done it. I've been behind the board. I've been doing this. I've been on the red carpet.
Mm-hmm.
I've been able to do all this kind of stuff. I've been around celebrities. So, I know how to act around celebrities and all that.
In reality, everybody's a celebrity, bro.
Yeah.
Because we all celebrate. Everybody's a celebrity. Every last one of y'all in this room is a celebrity. All of us.
So that's all we had to tell you. I know it's late and all that. So if whoever's interested, let me know. I'll take your information down and let you know. Like I said, as long as we can use this, and you can talk to him. We'll feed you. You understand? Definitely feed you because he eats.
He said he eats.
He eats. Lester eats. I'm telling you. He'll order a dozen of eggs.
We talking about Lester?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, yeah.
I put it like
I just don't go with them.
Yeah.
I just don't go with them. They say Lester be like, "You going to us to eat?" Nah, I'm good, bro. I'm a vegan, so I'm good, dude. I'm all right. I can't eat that.
Yeah.
I can't.
Puts it away, so yeah, we'll definitely feed you.
Yeah, no doubt.
And then if you drive, probably even put gas in your tank, stuff like that. But like I said, the experience that we have to offer, can't put a price on that.
No, you can't. You can't.
Is it just for like events? Is it for like events, helping out?
Yeah, events, I'm waiting on, because see, I live in Marietta, in Moreno Valley, and all that. So I'm been trying to bring comedy out there.
Yeah.
I got a date in the summer called Smokehouse Destination, and they just waiting to get their liquor license because, as you know, people will laugh more when they're intoxicated than if they're not. So once they get their liquor license and can serve beer and all that, then because they got a 1-year anniversary coming up, so we're going to be performing out there. And the flyer I showed you is just some of the people some of the comments that we're going to have.
Yeah, just be there, man. Let me tell you, because Karis One used to tell us this all the time. He would say, "Listen, get to the event, carry the records, carry the water, go get some food, you know, just be a part of something. When I came out here, I worked on the set of Love That Girl. I don't know if y'all familiar with that show when it used to be out. It didn't last. The guy who did Martin's show. So I used to work in the background on the set of Love That Girl. So I was, you know, I'm coming to California. I had that, yeah, I'm gonna come to Cali. I'm gonna do movies. Man, it was shattered, bro. So I was working on getting the chairs, removing it, you know, the furniture around when he was doing the sets. So that was when I was doing. It was on Pico Boulevard, Roscoe's Media. That's where Love That Girl was made at, on that set. So when I came out here, I just started. You know, I'm in radio. I was doing radio, but I said, well, let me get my feet in here, at least to get in here. You know, to move the furniture around, reset the the stage, so for the next scene. So that's what he's really telling y'all. Be a part of that. That's what he's saying. Just be a part of it, man. You know, the resume. Yeah.
I did the background stuff, and I had no audition.
Yeah. He got naked, y'all. I gotta tell you the story. He got he got naked and went up there on Slauson. He said, "Do you have to?" That's initiation. That's initiation, bro. You got to run up Slauson butt naked.
You know what I'm saying? She didn't pick my laugh, but she made me feel good.
Let me stop.
So the guy who came in after me, as soon as he opened his mouth, she said, "Man," you know. I was like, "Damn," you know. But that's how the business is. You can't have a thin skin.
Yeah, you can't handle thin skin, man. You
Just
can't.
like because I have an East Coast accent.
Yeah.
I would, as they say, you know, you're your worst critic.
Yeah.
When a sponsor came to us to do that commercial, I would do it like 10 times because I'm trying to pronounce and enunciate my words.
Say it again. One more time. Say it one more time because they don't understand. They get mad. We say water.
Yeah, water.
Y'all say water different.
Yo, man,
That John. That John, dude.
Stuff like that. And I met an actor. He was like, "Man, don't worry about that, man. Just talk in your normal voice."
Yeah.
You know, I met a child actor, and him and his mom was saying he would go to audition. He thought he killed it, and they didn't call him back. He go to another audition. He thought he messed up, and they called him back. So you never know.
Yep.
You never know. But if you want to be behind the scenes, now he just gave me the opportunity to do that. So this way, you can strengthen your skills, things like that.
Give a shout out to my band Van. He got a New Edition hat on, boy. He got the red bottom joint. He the seventh member of the New Edition.
And the shows I did at the station, I did two radio shows. Because I'm a veteran, I did a show for vets. And once a month, I would dedicate the show to the women of the military. She was responsible for getting the guests in and the topics that she wanted to talk about. The only time I would intervene is if she needed a male perspective.
Yeah.
And even though I enjoy all genres of music, my heart belongs to rock and roll. I'm a punk rock. I may not look it now, but yes.
That's hip hop, man.
Yeah, exactly. That's reggae.
Come on, man. That's hip hop. All that's hip hop.
You know, I'm friends with the first all-black punk rock band called Pure Hell and all that. So I'm listening to my radio. I'm blasting it. I'm listening to Led Zeppelin, Black Sabbath, Iggy Pop. New York Dolls, and the list go on and on and on and on. And I'm very animated. So, like I said, I'm just giving you guys the opportunity to be a part of something if you want to be a part of it. And Eddie is my proof right here. He's my proof. If he wants to go to the desk, he probably bring him with him.
Tell him to take off that hat though first.
Man, that hat and the shirt.
I have a shirt.
Oh, man, combination. Oh, my bad. Well, I'm glad I didn't wear my squad. We need a quarterback. We just got rid of Pickens. The Steelers, yeah, because he got Antonio Brown's traits. So they got rid of his ass. Yeah, but that's it, man. If you want to be a part of something, I'm just here to give you opportunity. And like I said, he's my proof that it's legit. I'm not blowing smoke up nobody's backside. And all that. James here, he's been around. I got my phone number changed, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I had a female stalker. So I had to get my phone number changed and all that. So I'm back here to let y'all know because I won't forget where I came from at all. So he just got my new number. So if anybody's interested, yeah, the 562 number. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna have another stalker. He said, I don't think I'm having another. I don't know, man. I really don't know. I was just being me, man. I was just being myself.
Huh?
Yeah.
So you a SAG actor?
No, I didn't get into the SAG yet. It's a whole long story behind that, bro. But I am on IMDb. If you go to my IMDb, I'm on there. I did a couple documentaries too. One was Hidden Colors, a documentary called Hidden Colors. You never heard of it? Yeah. Hidden. Yeah, I'm working on trying to do a radio show here. Yeah, that's what we're working on now to bring some interns in so they can see how it works. So we even talk to them about film. Well, that too. If you get a good screenwriter, you know, yeah. If you get, but you too. See, this is the thing about people don't understand. Like, for instance, you may have something I like. That's what happened with Big Red from Five Harpies. He sent me the script. I didn't want to be a part of it, but he said I want you to read the script and rewrite the script and add some authenticity to it. And I was like, man, I don't want no part of this stuff, man. He was like, no, bro, I think you should really do it. I read the script. It took me about 3 or 4 days to read it and redo it. And that's when we shot it after that. So it's dependent. Like you have an idea. I say, okay, let's look at this idea for me. Let's see how we can do it. Like even in here, you can utilize this whole place to do a movie just in here alone. When I walk in buildings, I look at places and see how we can film. How could we do this? How could I make this room? How could I take that board and create a show just off of that alone? See what I'm saying? So this whole room is built like that. This whole building is built like that. You know? So yeah. So you have something.
You based out of Miranda too, like that?
No, I'm in Long Beach. I'm out here. Yeah, I'm in Long Beach. I'm in Long Beach.
Why didn't you come across you?
Huh?
So why didn't you come across you?
Why you haven't? I've been out here for 15 years. I've just been low key. I used to do classes on Atlantic Avenue. Sister Sati shop. It was one on Atlantic. It was on Atlantic Avenue and Broadway. I used to do a law class there.
Do you know that's downtown on Palm?
No, I go to Renee's, Shades of Africa. She know who I am. Just mention my name on Renee. I used to do classes there too. Shades of Africa, bro. I don't, I'm never here. I'm in and out of the country. Like, I just got back from Portugal. So I'm actually ready to leave again. I'm mostly in Spain or Portugal, then I'll come back here, then I go to Morocco. Yeah, I'm back and forth. No, you said my Creole? I'm a Moor. We're Moors. Yeah, all of us are Moors. I get
Christian Haitian over here.
Ayati, brother. It's called Ayati. Not Haitian, Ayati, brother. That's our people. I'm giving you my DM too. Yeah, man, I would love to do something. I wanted to go down to Haiti, man, but a sister of mine, she just passed away. She was in Florida. No, she ain't my sister, but she was in Florida. But at the time, it was a lot of stuff that was going on in Haiti. It was a couple of years ago. And I was going to go up to the mountains. See, our family has a house in the mountains in Haiti. So what happened, she passed away. She was only 38, man. They found her dead in Florida in a house. But I met her father, and we was all going to go down to Haiti, bro. I was going to chill in Haiti. Let me give you my Instagram.
I don't even have Instagram.
Well, I got YouTube. I give you my YouTube also. Them boards is crazy right there, man. Okay.
Oh yeah, well see, I got it.
Based on Long Beach, you could be writing movies and stuff, helping us out with script writing, right?
Yeah. I've been out here, like I said, I've been out here for 15 years, man. 15 years.
Because my goal is I've been trying to make a movie Since you already been in LA, maybe we can help you out.
No doubt.
Okay.
Sabir. I have a couple of them. I'm gonna give you the main one. BIR space BEY. Bey.
Just like this.
Let me see. That's me though. But you gotta. Is the internet in here? Yeah, this internet is kind of crazy in here. You'll see it pop. It's on Palestinian flag on there. Still ain't come up. Yeah, let's see if we got a signal.
You got a good board.
That board is crazy right there, man. I remember that board. Damn.
Yes.
They had the same one when I was there?
Huh? Yeah, we have these boards,
They
man.
had the same one at the school?
No, we had it at the school. We had it at the radio station too. Yeah, them boards is crazy. You got to check your peaks and all that, man, when we was doing it.
24 track?
It's crazy.
Yeah, college basketball. Just tell me.
I'm going to be like, yo,
Yeah, I'll send
That's
it.
you?
Yeah.
That looked like you used to play basketball.
Well, I do.
Yeah, that's me right there. I have another one called Sabir to get to, and Sabir to get to.
Where you be doing the podcast?
1419 in the house now. Technology now, brother. I could be in Spain. If you look at it, you find me in Spain doing it over there. If you find me in Morocco doing it over there too.
And you have guests on it too?
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff on there. I don't bring people to my house though.
They still do.
That's why I'm gonna do it here, so we can bring them people in here. I'm not doing it. You ain't coming. You'll never know where I live at.
That's real.
See, I came in sports.
Yeah.
And then, I got into pro bull ride, sports.
Yeah.
Motorsports.
Oh heck yeah.
All that. So.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
I just saw KRS-One with my dad in concert over in OC.
I was there.
You were there?
You didn't see me on the stage. I was on the stage.
Oh, okay.
He always say my name when I'm on the stage. If I'm on the stage with KRS-One, he'll say Sabir is on the stage. If you go punch it in right now, punch in Orange County in KRS-One, Sabir Bey, watch what pops up.
You probably see me too.
If you was in the audience, it's too many people that be in the audience, man.
It was a small.
Because actually, who else was there? Who else was at there? It was a couple people at the show.
Yeah.
Damn, everybody was at the show.
That was back though. It was like a year or two.
Yeah, I was there.
Oh, that's funny.
I was there. If KRS,
Spell your first name.
Sabir Bey. Sabir Bey. Last name. Yep, it depends on KRS's one schedule. If that's the one that was there.
That's crazy.
I told you I was there.
So you could break in.
If you see me, that's me filming. But if you'll turn to me and say Sabir is on the stage, like he'll say it every time I'm with him. We just did when we was in LA. We did it in LA.
That's crazy. We were in the same spot.
I'm always there. If you ever the last one was downtown in LA. It was in LA.
Yeah.
But he's always in. If you did
That'd be tight.
yeah, I'm trying to get him in, but it's like pulling teeth in there. He'll do it. If I ask him if he's not busy, he'll do it. We did a couple of shows together. My brothers, y'all seen most def. He's in Spain.
Why he leave the United States and left to
It's a lot of stuff, brother. He left the industry, homie. You trust me. He left the industry. No, I can't, and I won't speak on it. Not publicly.
I'm talking about
Not publicly.
breaking bread to bread,
Oh yeah, if I sat with somebody, I mean, most people who know me, I would talk to them and tell them what happened. But nah, he's good though. He's good. But it's a lot of people that we did a lot of stuff with though, man. And a lot of people just quiet with it. They don't want to talk about it. But this industry is vicious, man. It's vicious.
I tell you.
This game is vicious.
It ain't no joke.
It ain't no joke, bro.
It ain't no joke. Well, just you know, you got to go in there with the right mindset. You got to be around the right people.
The right
You know,
people.
like I tell them, if they ain't in the light,
Nah,
I
bro.
can't deal with you. You know, 'cause I see a lot. I see a lot of them in the dark. Even though I'm coming in the light,
Yep.
I'm trying to. Okay, I can't bring my family in there.
No.
You know, because you know we talked about it. Like, that's what makes me strong enough to go anywhere.
There you go.
Because if they put me out there, I ain't worried about who you are. Because I ain't in the dark.
I'm
You
gonna
gonna stay in the light.
There you go.
You know, and then that's the way it is. Because if I bring my crew in there, they go, you know, it's all about that light. You know, like we've been through, like you said, it's bad. You know, it's bad, and you don't want to be. You're a professional.
Yeah.
We're professionals.
You know, James Ingram, before he passed away, his last song, and I was with him on Wilshire Boulevard. That was his office on Wilshire Boulevard. His last album was called "Standing in the Light." Dude, standing in the light, bro. I was like, yo, that dude, that was a weed smoking nigga.
And I mean, we all were.
You know.
We all, you know, out of that
Yeah,
era.
out of that
But
era.
I mean, but the whole thing is to survive.
Yes.
You have to walk, not like them.
Nope.
You got to be a pro when you out there.
You have
because
to.
it's vicious.
They're gonna
I've been
test
out
you
there,
all
it's vicious.
kind of ways. They're gonna test you, bro.
They're trying to knock you off the throne.
All kind of ways, bro.
You know, and then even being of color. You know, you out there. You got to be strong. You got to be a strong young man. Black man.
Yeah, you have to be.
Black man.
If you look up, I'm gonna give you another one to look up. Look up Tommy Davidson and Sabir Bey. You'll see that one too.
So now you tell
YouTube. You said now you telling you?
Now you tell
What we
But-
supposed to talk about.
And that's the thing about it though. It's like if you don't know what to ask, nobody's gonna tell you.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? When it's time, it comes out. You see what I'm saying? That's all it is. Let me see if the Tommy Davidson one pop up. This punch is, oh, that's Tommy recently with me and I. That's us right there too. That's Lester right there, but that's Tommy right there. That's recently.
That in living color, homie.
He'll say Sabir Bey show if you're not listening to my show. So if you punch in again, Sabir, if you go to Sabir Bey and Tommy Davis, you'll see. Watch how far back this goes. This punching, yeah, that's right there. Look, I don't have no locks in my hair. You'll find stuff with me and Eddie Griffin, Tony Rock, all of us.
So what's your project they're working on right now?
Well, we just finished up another documentary getting ready to come out called Heavy as the Crown. It's going to be on. I'm going to speak on Ethiopia. Yeah, I know you are. Red Sea.
How you know?
How do I know?
Red boy?
Red Sea is Eritrea. That's what it is. We are the same people that's right next to Yemen. So the key is that most people don't know when they say Moses parted the Red Sea, they was talking about that. Because you're going to walk directly over to it.
That's scripture. He's not walking like.
No, but see, people don't know. But see, I practice Tawahido. Tawahido. He'll tell you what it is.
Tawahido.
It's Tawahido.
Tawahido.
Yeah, it means one. It's Ethiopian Christianity.
Oh yeah.
He speaks Tengrenga.
Yeah.
Amharic and Tengrenga. So in Eritrea they speak Tengrenga. Ethiopia they speak Amharic.
He's Eritrean?
Yeah, he's Eritrean.
I thought you was just.
He thought he was a nigga.
I am.
No, he is, but he is still African.
Yeah, but I'm only a percentage.
But you still.
My mom was born in Eritrea, but she's half Eritrean.
No, but you are, but your
So what
mother
about
is.
Moses?
The Eritrea, when they say Moses parted the Red Sea, that's what they meant. It's Eritrea. It wasn't called Red, it was called Eritrea. So you gotta understand the language.
Because it's like there's like water, whatever, the Red Sea.
Yeah.
And you go past that, and then there's Jerusalem.
Yeah.
So it's like
Everybody think he the part of the Red
No,
Sea.
that's the story. And that's what even the word Jerusalem means. Jerusalem means found in peace. When we say salam salam. Or we say salam alaikum.
Just linguistics.
That's the key, brother. I told you. He knows what I'm talking about. He's Eritrean. I just did a video on the Ethiopian slave girl. Because people don't know it was slavery in Ethiopia. And they can't say, if you over Ethiopia say Badia, you go to jail. Badia means black slave. Oh, it means black slave.
I thought Ethiopia was the last one to
not
Resist.
colonized.
Not colonized.
Slavery is different. Colonized slavery is two different things. So that's why I was supposed to went to. I was supposed to went to Gondor, but there's a lot of stuff that was going on in Ethiopia at the time. But Gondor is no
Right now,
different.
too.
See?
So you should link up with him, man.
Yeah, so
I'm trying to do a documentary. over
yeah,
there.
yeah, that's what I wanted to do. But I was going to leave I was going to do it about 2-3 years ago, bro. But it was
Yeah, that's
a lot of stuff that was kicking off. I was going to go to Ethiopia. It was a lot that was kicking off, bro.
My mom went back there. We have cousins and everything back there. She went back there, like, I think it was like 10 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, she was back there with her brother.
Yo, Eritrea is clean as hell, bro. And let me tell you something else about them. They don't have Red Cross there. Red Cross is not even allowed there. Because why would they need money from them? They wake up, the women sweep the streets, bro, every day. Every day, it's clean there.
They got like villages right now.
Villages, bro. Trying to tell you.
They be all like, just like.
They keep us in the dark.
Of course they're gonna keep you in the dark. You're black. You've been hitting your head. Even though you're not, but you IAD.
Ethiopia right now is like a city. Like, it looks like this.
Yeah, it looks like yeah.
It's nice.
It's nice, bro.
Eritrea is not. I mean, at least the village my grandma's from. So it's not like built up like that.
Yeah.
There's parts of it. I'm sure you know to. Not right now.
I would love, man.
Not right now.
I would love to do a documentary on Eritrea, Ethiopia, just the connection, bro.
Man.
Crazy. It was. I wanted to go. Like I said, I started to record because I'm over Spain most of the time, and in Portugal or Morocco. So when I'm in there, like you would even blend it. He went to Morocco or you wanted to Morocco. Y'all look, Moroccans look just like him. But they don't
The
show
complexion or just
the complexion features too. Your whole facial. If I show you pictures, facial features you. Facial features you.
Show me a picture.
Go to YouTube. You'll see all my stuff. If you go to my YouTubes, my Instagrams, you'll actually see everything on there, bro. Because the history of the Moors, we were all up and down there.
Is that you red, like ruddy looking?
Huh?
Ruddy looking? So what in the Bible would David's color of David? He was ruddy looking.
He looked like us.
So what does ruddy mean?
I think that was red because the language. Because you got to understand the Bible. That's not the original Bible. The original Bible is written in Ge'ez. It's written in Ge'ez. So we're not reading the original Bible. We're reading the King James version of the Bible. And that's why they say understand language. We don't understand. How many languages do black people speak here? Thank you. Now go overseas and you start hearing people speak like 35 languages, bro. Paul Robeson spoke 27. I met a young boy in Morocco, was 23. He said, I speak 8 languages and never went to school. He learned it from tourism.
My grandma knew like 3-4 languages, bro. She knew
See?
Tigrinya.
See?
The funniest thing I heard was you talking about, and I was like, wow, I guess you read a lot.
Yeah, I do read a lot, but I also travel to these places. I've been to Tunis many times. I've been to Morocco many times. I stayed there for months.
Talk about like us.
Yeah. Oh, you'll find them all. You'll find I have pictures on my Instagram of a lot of the people.
Yeah, you just chilling in Spain, huh?
Yeah, I love it over
You
there.
said both of us are Etrim?
Huh?
Both of us are what was it again?
I said we're Moors. Yeah.
The Tower of Babel. I'm talking about.
Yes, somebody said I only speak English on Instagram. You damn right, because that's the education system. Ask them how many languages you speak.
One.
How many languages you speak?
2.
I speak Ebonics. No,
Hey, this nigga, ain't nothing wrong with that. I speak Ebonics.
I speak
We all speak Ebonics.
I know a little bit Igbo.
Yeah, you Igbo. No doubt. You Igbo? You speak Igbo?
A little bit. We was at what? Simply Wholesome.
Uh-huh.
All right, so he's on the phone, right? He's talking to this guy named Stevie. He said, wait a minute, I gotta wait on Stevie. I said, okay, well, it's 1,000 dudes named Stevie, right? So this black SUV pulls up, and the driver talking on the phone at the same time he talking. So he gets out the car, goes to the back to open up the back door, and out comes Stevie Wonder.
Yeah, because we would sit down. We would always go down. Stevie Wonder and I would go down and eat. We eat all the time. We always sit down and eat with each other all the time. I talked to Stevie. Wrote my son's eulogy. My son got killed in 2020. He was 22 years old, and Stevie wrote my son's eulogy. Yeah, it was crazy, dude. And I was like, and I couldn't even read it. My niece had to read it.
Man, legend.
You know, yeah, Stevie. I'm gonna tell you, I met a lot of people, and I tell people, it's the only motherfucker, and I met a lot of dudes, dude. I was the only person I got nervous was with Stevie Wonder.
Yeah,
Now we talk to each other like, "What's up, my nigga?" You know, but that was the first person I ever got. Like, I was like, "Oh, Stevie Wonder, nigga, hold up."
Yeah.
He would call me, and I would call him. No, I'm not impressed with Michael Jordan.
Oh, in Philly, that's not a Philly thing. Huh?
Yeah, I'm an Allen Iverson dude. Allen Iverson. Those were the days on Cedar Line Avenue, bro. Allen Iverson, baby, all day.
I played
Sabir.
Sabir. Nice to meet you.
You too, bro. Nice to meet you. What's your name?
with
RJ.
RJ. Nice to meet you, RJ, bro. No doubt. I like that Marvel shirt you got on, bro. Hold up. He got the Marvel shirt on. So which one of y'all? I'm a Marvel fan. He's decent. No, I'm a Marvel dude too, man. Yeah, I mean, I'm a Marvel dude, man.
Cyclops fired. That's it.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what the funny part is?
His office is in Beverly Hills, right? So his office is on top of this Italian restaurant in the heart of Beverly Hills. So as I'm going down there, sitting outside in the patio is Stan Lee.
Man.
I'm like, oh man, it was Stan Lee. I grew up on this shit. Yeah. But he's eating. I'm like, damn, I know he don't want to be disturbed with a mouthful of food and shit like that.
Yeah.
So I started calling people. I said, hey man, I'm looking at Stan Lee right now. They said, man, what you ask? I said, no, man, he eating. They said, oh what, man, go ahead. So I went upstairs and I told my lawyer that, and he was like, yeah, man, you should have asked him for his autograph. Of course, when I got back down, he was gone. But,
Y'all been in this shit. When to do something in mannerism and when to take it out of your wrist. That's what you guys not giving that game. Some people like me, I would just go up.
No, you don't want to do it. But that's what I'm saying. You don't want to do that. I can tell you a story about the Black Panther. The Black Panther got the dude who did the makeup and stuff for the Black Panther. If you look it up, he got his idea from Ethiopia. It's the Mercy tribe. It's a tribe in Ethiopia called the Mercy tribe in Ethiopia. Look it up online, you'll find it. I literally just did a YouTube on it. All of the stuff they get it from me. They get it from me
tonight.
Oh, go look up if you go to my YouTube. Actually, I laid everything out.
yeah, if you're part of his podcast show,
That's what you'll get. You'll sit. You can sit in the room with me. If you sitting in the podcast with me, everything that I would say look up. You can look up.
I'll be bugging him every night. Hey man, what's this he talking about?
No, you can sit in the room. If I start over here, you can sit and prick my brain because 9 times out of 10 you probably wouldn't have to ask me. You wouldn't have to ask me anything because you'll say, okay, now I know what to look at. You see what I'm saying?
Once you start looking,
You can't go backwards.
I see why he changed his number.
I'll take you where you got to go too, man.
Listen, I still got my New York number, nigga.
Oh, you be out in New York too?
I used to live in New York, but I'm from Philly.
No?
I used to live in the Bronx.
Bro?
Oh, nice. My dad born in Harlem.
Yeah, and Harlem is different now, bro. Harlem is looking like, nigga, they got safety rules, voice dealers, nigga. They got. I went to Harlem. I was like, where the hell am I at? They got a Whole Foods on 125th Street. I said,
change?
hell yeah. Harlem used to be. That used to be the spot, grimy, bro. Like everybody was on the corner speaking.
He moved to Jersey and Boston. So
Big L,
you know, like,
yeah,
still though,
Harlem.
you know,
Big L got a big joint on in Harlem on the wall.
Jersey ain't too far.
No, Jersey is right across our bridge. We used to walk across there.
Yeah.
Camden is right across the bridge from
We
us.
don't got no cultural records out here in California.
Yeah, we would take the back road to get to New York.
So that's why you can see through a person out here.
Yeah, if you
They're
can.
not cultural, like,
Hip
No,
hop
they're not
was
culture.
first being created.
Everybody
and
think they hip.
stuff.
And
You know,
then
I'm jealous of him.
He said, I'm jealous.
Just what they be watching people.
But you are hip hop. And that's what people understand. It ain't like we would say,
I'm glad to see you, brother.
you know,
Yeah, 'cause I've been asking about you. Then he'll give me a number, and I didn't know Eddie. I would have got on Eddie like.
Yeah.
yeah.
He was into himself, and I was like, okay.
Most people do that out here.
I don't know
They
why.
keep stuff to themselves. That's how it is.
Why?
Until you kick in the door, like James Brown said.
I saw y'all. I was like, you been there, because I've been asking about you.
Okay.
Niggas is that
Yeah, seriously, man.
So-
I was seeing this chick, man.
on this side?
She lived in Long Beach, and she wanted me to co-sign the car for her and pay a rent.
So this is what we'll be doing soon, B, with some interns. So get ready. I keep trying to tell y'all, Sabir is coming. I'm coming. I'm coming with some intern students. So, Brother Marcus, what's up, Holmes? Been in Detroit my whole life. Grew up on excuse smoker. I don't know what that means, brother. I don't know what people say excuses. Damn, who remembers this? Look at this pencil, John, dude. They still got these jewels out here. Hey, Marcus, they had this in your school, bro. Who the heck is that? All right, y'all gotta go, y'all. Peace.